All right, red light's on. Hopefully this is working. Technical difficulties galore here, Fish and friends. Trying to get lights working, trying to get the internet's working. Golly. All right, let's make sure we're actually working here. Okay, there we go. Let's see. 57 people in here already. So I think we are good. Let me just see from chat. Chat, what's up, everyone? Are we good? Can you hear us? Main in the house. All right. Apparently you can see it. Trevor, what's up, dude? Evening, Michael. Okay. All right. We are all good, says Brian. Well, what is happening? Yay, no dial-up. Well, not yet. Hopefully. I reset everything. So hopefully we're good. But I had troubles with my lights, my stupid on-air sign. And then I had to reset my computer. These lights weren't working. My little... So it was... technical difficulties galore. Stressed. I was stressed getting in here. I literally just got on like a minute before all this. Finally, everything worked. So, what's happening, Fish and friends? Welcome to another Saturday Night Live. We got the man, the myth, the main with us, Mr. Jermaine. How are you, buddy?
What's going on, everybody?
We didn't get to talk beforehand, so over the, how you been? What's the...
Uh-oh. A little choppy there, bud.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're a little choppy, though.
Oh, my God. Is it happening again? Seriously? I don't get it. We're freezing up already.
A little bit.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, why?
No love. You're all right now.
I don't understand it.
You're a little pixelated, but you're all right now. But, I mean, I guess I'll take it away. I've been all right. I happened to win my first kayak tournament last week. So that was pretty cool. That was fun. But yeah, fishing's been decent for me. I happened to catch 221 and a quarters in like the last 2 weeks, so that's always nice. Like a 5-pounder.
Heck yeah!
That's always fun.
Am I still messed up here?
No, you're decent now. You're decent.
All right. Well, hopefully it clears up here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to reset the stupid router again.
Yeah, you seem to be decent.
Okay.
Baby there.
Maybe let me bring it up and see. But yeah, dude, that's some monster fish. So you took home the W. I don't know if you just said that. I was sorry. I was jumping through the...
Yeah, I did. That's what I was talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Awesome.
Yeah, first one with my club. Pretty cool. Long awaited. So I've been fishing with them for 3 years. This is the first season that I'm getting like my first full... I only missed one tournament this year because I had to go to a wedding. But every other year was like, oh, I got to work. I only went to 2 or 3 tournaments. So
sure,
this is my year, locked in and truly going to almost everyone that I can. So I shouldn't miss any more. I think I'm okay. I don't think we have anything planned, but yeah, I'm grinding. Hopefully try to mess around. Try to get AOI.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know you and I were talking about that, and it's like, dude, yeah, keep going, keep going up for the goals, dude.
Yeah, that's it. I'm locked in. Trying to be anyway.
What was your big either? I guess, well, we don't necessarily have to go for that tournament, but maybe that session and or this year, I guess maybe it was a good way to lead us into summer fishing. What was your key bait for the day on that tournament? And then let's go key bait for the summer so far.
So it was a chatterbait, a jackhammer, and the blue herring. It was and a spunk shad on the back.
I love that blue herring color.
Yeah, it's nice. It's real nice. Big fan of that. So especially now, that helps. But
that's an easy way to get confidence in a lure, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That helps a lot. But yeah, the chatterbait's been friendly to me this year. That Spro flapping frog is like godsend. I was out.
Yes.
Trevor said he was like, "Yo, Maine's live twice today." Yeah, I was live this morning on my channel on the water, and like they freaking hit it so hard that like if you can go back, I watched it like 3-4 times, and I literally got scared. And I was like, "Oh!" Like he came like it was so close to my kayak, he scared the hell out of me first, and then I set the hook. But it's
was it first blow up of the day? I feel like first blow up of the day always like startles me.
Yeah,
and then once you
of the day.
Yeah, once you get that first one out, then you're like, okay, yeah, it's
good. It's like, okay, now I'm ready. But that first, like, I'm not gonna lie, I literally jumped. Like, I watched my face like 2-3 times, and I literally went from like, I was like, oh my goodness.
Those are the good ones. Those are the good ones. Well, I checked. So I don't know how to like change what this goes off of. It was looking at my Wi-Fi. Now it says my connection is really good. So hopefully we're okay.
Down.
I don't know. Okay, good.
There.
Good. Well, great. Now it just went into your connection is unstable again. I might have to restart. Well, at least I have you in here, Jermaine. So if I have to, if everything goes froze again, I might have to reset my router, but I'll just let you go co-pilot and run with it and just start talking to summer lures and such. So let's see. So Mike, we'll park this question here. I did see that Mike said, hey, two of my favorite YouTubers out there. Mike, we both love you as well, brother.
Yes, sir.
What has been like for the year? Have you had a standout bait? Like
shaky head, like a very specific. You want like very specific?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been I have it. The Busa shaky worm, 6.3 or 5.3 from 6 cents. This shot on a shaky head. This for the most part. This the magic worm. Yeah, because like this, like especially with like tournaments this year, it's like I kind of had to dumb things down and like kind of go like the opposite way of being a YouTuber. Because like YouTube, you want to be like, oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. This is new. This is new. This is new. And it's like when you're a tournament angler, you want to be like, no, I'm good with 5 baits. So I kind of just locked in with like kept getting bites on the shaky worm. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay there. And that the Missile Baits magic worm, the 6 and the 4-inch, and then this boost the shaky worm by 6 cents have been doing a lot of damage for me this year. Pretty confident in those.
I like it. What shaky head is your jig head of choice?
The Missile Baits. What's that, the Warlock? Yeah, Missile Baits.
I should share here. Hopefully this doesn't fry my computer.
I actually got a code too. It's what is it? Mainstream MS
Oh yeah.
F20 on Missile Baits. So if you want to save some money, I get nothing from it. It's just for y'all and for the fishing maniacs. Save some money. That's it. So
oh my gosh, I forgot to put links and stuff out there. But of course, Tack Warehouse is having their sale. So if you ever use any of my Tack Warehouse links, a little bit does come back to DEBO'S channel to help out. So I appreciate the heck out of anybody who does that. I am just all sorts of in cluster F tonight. Didn't put links out there. Couldn't get my damn router to work. Let's see. What was I gonna? Oh yeah, shaky heads.
The Warlock head.
Yeah, because that's one where
it's a little baby screw lock. I got. Do I have?
Missile Baits. Why am I missing it?
Just a couple.
Am I blind? Missile Baits.
But it's a little screw head. Pretty simple.
Oh my gosh, I am blind. I looked down that row 3 different times. Let's see. Ooh, I was throwing this today. I'm sorry, I'm going to hijack your conversation quick, but I had never thrown these. I picked up a few of these. Yeah, I like these. They had a sale somewhere. Maybe it was here. It was the brown purple, and I hate brown purple. Like I have zero confidence in it. So I just
Okay.
cut that skirt off and threw, I had like a purple, like a black, straight black with like purple and I think like a little bit of blue. I don't know what the skirt was, but basically a black with a little bit of purple. Yeah, but it looks cool. It's a neat little jig. It's got this like ovally. There you go. There's a better.
It's a nice jig.
Yeah, kind of like this oval, almost like a spin off of an arky head, like a fat arky head, I guess. I don't know what you call it, but yeah, I liked it. I had never thrown it before. So let's see. Oh, here we go. The Warlock. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Eighth is eighth your go-to normally?
3/16.
And they're out, of course.
I do the 3/16 in the quarter. I like to go a little bit heavier so I can feel a little bit better. Because I like to truly work it on the bottom. I don't like to go that slow. I'm kind of like I reel, drag, reel, drag.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll wait a little bit longer, but I'm kind of just like, or I'll do like a 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just drag again. But I don't really go that slow. It's on the bottom anyway.
Kirk, great call. That's actually what I was using was the Chunky D as the trailer. Absolutely love the Chunky D. They did.
Makes great stuff, dude. It's
a great job on that.
It's hard for me to like that. So that's like one of the spots where I gotta like not just buy more stuff because I'm just like I already have trailers. Like,
dude. Exactly. I'm sorry, Kurt. The mini D chunk is what I was using, not the Chunky D. I'm sorry.
The mini Ds are nice too, though.
Yeah, this is what I was throwing on the back of it. The black and blue. Oh, they're only $297 right now too. Those
nice.
exact ones right there.
That's nice.
Good little sale. Cool. Well, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, huge congrats on the tournament win. That's got to feel like not necessarily, what would the word be? Like a value, I guess. Anytime you get into tournament stuff, I feel like for me, once I turn something that I'm like passionate about for a hobby into a competition, it's a very fine line of, am I just having fun or am I obsessed with the being competitive, right? So getting into it from a tournament aspect, competing against other people, to me, that would just be like very validating. Anytime I've done stuff like that where you compete,
that's exactly the word for it. It was validating. Because like I feel like, especially like on the YouTube side, is like we're kind of telling people what to do and what to get, and people value our opinions. And like you always say, we're just some regular ass dudes sitting in our basement. I'm sitting in my living room. Like it's not that clean over there. There's clothes everywhere, of a regular dude, but people value what we say. So I feel like when I do that and, I win a tournament, it's like, okay, this guy's just not some regular poop-ut just trying to tell me what to do.
I actually can catch some fish. Yeah. And dude, fishing will humble you so damn quick because today Chris and I went out, did a little fishing, and the morning was rough, man. It was just like nothing. And we tried multiple things, and finally we moved out a little bit deeper. We were talking to each other like, let's go out, try going offshore just a little bit. So I ended up, moving out into like 10, 11 feet and finally put it together. Boom, crankbait fish, boom, 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 but before that it was like, dude, I can't catch anything. Do I even know what the hell I'm doing? Why do I have a YouTube channel when I can't even catch a 4-inch fish right now? What in the hell am I doing? So
that time limit and catching 5 fish in 8 hours, it sounds silly. It really sounds so silly. It's like, oh yeah, we started at 5:30 in the morning. I have until 2 o'clock.
Yeah, not only just doing it for fun, but yeah, then you put the whole tournament aspect onto it.
It's gonna be easy. Oh yeah, I've been here 5, 6 times already. Last time I was here, oh, it's gonna be easy. And then 12 o'clock rolls around and you only got 3 fish, and you're like, oh, what? Like, what? Like, it's so, like you said, it's just so humbling. So humbling.
I like too that you said, going back to the shaky head, sorry, but we get caught in this whole, and I try to preface that with any video I do of, you yourself. And I can literally give you and Pig Jigs in here. What's up, brother? I can literally give you the exact blueprint, the exact layout of how I just caught fish yesterday on a lake, tell you how to do it. But, when it comes down to you, it's you putting that to use in your lake, with your lures. So I like how you touched on the shaky head too, fishing it maybe a little bit faster, keeping bottom contact with it, going a little bit heavier, finding what works for you. Cause do you fish it on a bait caster or
Uh,
spinning?
I prefer spinning. Those
Okay.
small guys, I'll fish on the spinning.
Because I was gonna say I didn't know if like the quarter if you moved up to baitcaster, but usually eighth would be my go-to for a shaky head around here, but I'm also fishing, a lot of times 6 foot or less, throwing the shaky head 10 foot or less, a lot of the
Yeah.
times, as opposed to like Hank, Bass Geek out, toward the east in Tennessee. He's fishing what his shaky head, his light shaky head's probably 7/8 of an ounce. And he's like, well, that's my light one. Yeah.
But I mean, some of our lakes do have quick drop offs where it goes from like so the next lake on our tournament, Rio Reservoir, it's like steep banks. Like almost the whole lake is like, if you're 10 feet off the bank, you're probably in like 15 feet of water.
Yep.
But like right up, like it just like it goes like straight down. It's like, and then like it goes down into like a 25-foot, 26-foot bowl. But yeah, pretty interesting.
Do you have so yeah, finding what works for you, tailoring it to your spots, and do you find that through tournament fishing, we talked about the whole validation aspect. Do you ever find that doing the tournament stuff has like forced you? Not only you talked about dumbing it down and carrying kind of just the essentials, but do you feel like tournament fishing has ever, what would the word be, like made you a smarter fisherman because of the time limit? Like the tournament stuff for me, I feel like would take the fun out of a lot of it,
So I feel like that is like the number one thing that you can't. This is just you have it or you don't, and like I know it's cliche to say it, but like everyone's like, "Oh, the good Lord smiled down on me and just had me make these decisions." That's kind of all it is. It's like it's decision making, and like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh," because God's honest truth. When I caught my big fish, somebody commented on my live stream of me talking about Lake Zor and was like, "Hey, go try this spot." So I was like, "Okay, in the morning I'll start to go down there." And I started paddling my butt down there. I got halfway there and was like, "Damn, this is farther than I thought." Well, it's 5:30. Let me start fishing. And then 30 minutes into getting down there, I caught that fish. I didn't even get to where I was going yet. So it's like, it's like that decision making, like what puts
Yep.
you in the right place at the right time. It's like that's kind of like the biggest thing in tournament fishing. Like, yeah, certain times you go find fish. Yeah, people are still doing fireworks. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
But certain times you'll find pods of fish. But like I said, I'm paddling. I literally just got my last Amazon package right here, so I can mount my fish finder today. So, I'm gonna get my first taste of electronics. So I'm not really like finding pods of fish yet. So I guess it'll be a different story when I get there. But as of right now, I'm just kind of just winging it.
I love it. Yeah, and I think I'll pretty much die on that hill that I think the biggest differentiator between a weekend angler or a hobby angler, somebody who just likes to fish versus like these real good pros or even a real good, it doesn't have to be a non-tournament angler, but the difference between people who consistently always catch fish, especially like in the tournament realm, the people that are always on top versus those who just kind of are like, oh, it was good one day, can't find, is the ability to find fish. The ability to find fish and stay on fish is, because if I can consistently say I know exactly where they're going to be this time of year on
Yeah,
this type of lake,
that's
that's a whole lot of the equation gone,
powerful. What I just want to be able to do is I just want to be able to get to a point where like I can say They're going nuts.
Damn, you got the 4th of July over again there.
Oh, right. Apparently somebody's got some leftovers. Holy smokes. I'm watching it too. It's actually pretty cool. But I just want to get to a point where I could I can like have my sonar and my mapping up and say, okay, I just caught a fish on the wind side of a point in 10 feet of water. Okay, there's 3 other wind blown points. Let me go check over there and see. And then boom, okay, I caught a fish. Oh wow. Boom. That's all I want to be able to get to is like that level right there.
Putting a pattern together.
Put that like that to me, that's a true pattern, not oh, they're biting a chatterbait. You know,
Right.
like everybody could do that. You know, I want to be able to like, okay, they're biting a chatterbait in 10 feet of water on the windblown side of a point, you know, further in, you know, and then it's like, okay, boom, then you hook a 5-pounder and you're like,
It's so
oh,
rewarding. That's such a
yeah,
rewarding feeling because that happened for me yesterday. I fished a lake actually almost exactly like you're talking about. It was an old dugout, like fill lake. What do they call it? Not a retention. They were used it for like when they were building highway stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm completely
like a
chat.
land
Help me out here. What do they call those?
you're talking about, not a retention.
No, not a retention. It's somebody will know it here. But anyway, it's that kind where it's very steep banks. Like I can be just a light pebbles throw from the bank and I can already be out and it's 16 foot deep. You know, it's
Yeah, like
a really steep drop off. So being able to find fish like that yesterday, I finally put a pattern together using my electronics because I am not very good with electronics. So finally found something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try running this pattern. And it was like, and it was a drop shot fish. So I saw Greg in here. What's up, buddy? I thought I saw your name here when I was scrolling back. I'll get to comments here, Fish and friends. Sorry. But it was a drop shot. Same thing with Chris today. Chris is actually really good with his electronics. He was pointing stuff out on his and he's like, oh, do you see this? I'm like, oh no, I didn't even see that. And he ended up finding something today deeper. We were cranking. He's like, I think this is a rock pie. I think there's fish on it. And then like 2 casts later, boom, he catches a 4-pounder on it. He's like, I knew I saw a fish there.
That's nice.
So yeah, it's super rewarding to be able to pick out that structure and start to put those things together. So the journey never stops learning. Mr. Mike, sorry, I had this up for a second. The best way to get a frog out of a bass's throat when it's deep through the gills.
Oh yeah, that's probably going back to me. I kind of I killed a 5-pounder.
Oh
yeah, I know. I gave him to the chefs at my job.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I was just gonna say, did you at least eat it?
Yeah, threw them on ice, ran it right to the chefs at my job, and they were happier than.
Okay, that's good.
So
Yeah, with a frog, that's crazy. Well, was it in the throat or was it the tongue?
Like like the little meat in between the gills. It like hooked them there. So looking back on the video, I learned because I was like, "What the hell happened?" I went back because I caught it live, which is nuts. So I went back and watched the video, and I think that like when I picked the fish up by the line instead of grabbing it by its mouth, and I think I like ripped that stuff, so it kind of bled out a little bit, and I was like, "Oh,
that's a tough spot anyway." So
fighting to get it out with pliers, I'm grabbing it, pushing it back, and I put the fish back in the water, let it breathe, and kind of like laid there, and I was like, "Oh, don't do that, bud," and but it is what it is.
At least it didn't go to waste. That's the big thing for me. Is I like when, well, I just shouldn't say I like when it makes me happier when I'm able to at least keep them, something like that, instead of it, just going to waste. So.
I have a spot to instantly bring fish whenever something happens, or if I decide to keep them. I got like a list of people who
good.
Like, please. They like yell at me because I catch them.
Don't let it go. I want to eat that. Kirk, yeah, leg's all right. There's just a little bit of a bruise there. I was doing some topwater fishing yesterday, and I took a Rapala Maverick hook straight to the leg, and it went down in past the barb, stuck in my leg.
Yeah, I saw that. You're right, dude.
Yep. Oh yeah, it was fine. Fish is jumping around. You guys will get to see. I didn't use the braid trick. I used the hold it with pliers. I just held it with my pliers. And I took my other hand real quick and went.
Yeah.
Popped it out. So.
Yeah.
It worked. It's the same thing as the braid trick, but
yeah. Get it home. Throw some ointment on it.
Yeah, washed out.
That's it.
I would never go because there was somebody that commented like go to the ER. I'm like, dude, I learned. So when I would have been. I don't think I had a moped when I turned 14 to cruise town and stuff, get back and forth to school, which was amazing. So I don't think I had that yet. Maybe I did. I was guessed probably around 12. But we were all getting ready to go fishing. We're going to meet up at the pond, and I have my rods out back, getting them ready. And our dog at the time, we had a Brittany growing up, and she was over sniffing the lures and got a hook stuck in her nose. So she was going, arr, arr, arr. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop. And I went to grab it, and she stuck it in me and ripped like the corner of her nose out. So then she stuck it completely through my finger. And I was like, oh no. I'm like, what am I going to do, Mom? And our neighbor come over, and he was just going to cut it with, wire snips. And I'm like, no. So we went to the ER, and it's such a waste of time. Like, yeah, just cut it. If it goes through, cut it with wire snips or use the braid trick. Yeah. So, but I was scared as hell. That was the first time I'd ever had it happen to me.
Yeah.
I learned my
Other than maybe some numbing agent, they're going to do the same thing that your neighbor would have done.
Yep. They couldn't.
Your hand and just sticking it in a bucket of ice and numbing your hand, and then cutting the one barb and just
pull it out.
Yeah, and then from there, just make sure you clean it well and put ointment on.
Yes.
Other than that, they're not really going to do anything. They're just going to do it a lot prettier and smoother at the ER because they're obviously.
Yep. Man, it's going off over there. Jermaine, what part of the mains are you from?
No, I actually live in New Jersey.
Oh, you're in New Jersey.
I live in I fish in New York and New Jersey and Connecticut.
Oh, duh, that's right, Jermaine.
My name's Jermaine. So my nickname is
let's see, yeah, his name's Jermaine. I just read the comment and I'm like, oh, are you in Maine?
No,
I was actually thinking you were in New York. You're a Knicks fan.
Yeah. So I'm born and raised in New York. For the most part, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm just scrolling through comments here. I think I'm caught up. Let's get into work. Gosh, we're a half hour in through my ramblings and my being all sorts of upset getting stuff work. Summer tips, tricks, and tribulations. We kind of went through some of that. Being able to find fish, not finding fish. We went through Jermaine's success, so some of his tips. What else we got? What else for lures? Let's see. So we talked about your chatterbait. Somebody just asked me today if a chatterbait is still good this time of year, and I'm like, yeah, dude, absolutely. That was great. Throw it around grass. Who was that? Tim. Tim, I don't know if you're on.
I got a good chatterbait tip. Go up and wait to get it through the grass. I know it sounds a little weird, but go up to like a half ounce, because when you pop it, it'll stay down in the water, but it'll still come free from the grass. So that's what I literally learned today on my little live, because I switched to a 3/8. And I'm like, yo, why does it feel different? Like I'm popping it the same way, and it's just like not coming through the grass the same. And then I went back to a half ounce, and sure enough, it just feels like it breaks the little stems a little bit better.
Yeah, a lot of times too, it's that actual popping out, that getting them to react. That was another really cool thing today that Chris found, because I was pretty much burning all my cranks, I was burning my crank, catching all my fish. But when he would get to the rocks, he'd hit a couple, and then he said he would stall it. And he had, I don't know how many hit his crankbait when he would hit those and just stall it when it would start to rise. That's when he was getting bites. So I thought that was interesting. Both of us fish in different ways, having success. So Patrick, oh, don't be so hard on yourself. He said, Debo, when you described your day of not catching anything and then you figured it out, that describes my entire fishing career, except the figuring it out part. Oh, come on, brother. It's not that bad.
We all have our days.
Yep. Fishing that's what I just told Chris this morning before we caught fish. I'm like, dude, fishing, you think you've got it figured out, and it will humble your butt really, really, really quick.
Real quick. Real quick.
Nice. Trevor, here, kayak tournaments are different. They are so much fun. Competitions are helpful and fun to hang out. Yeah. I feel like I should probably do one sometime. I completely forgot about that for docket tonight. So the Minnesota trip, not happening. I am not going up. Yeah, pretty much everything fell apart. The people that I thought I was going to meet with and hang out with, none of that happened. They all had plans or it fell through. So
Unfortunately, it seems to be falling apart for a lot of people. I know Gramps was supposed to go, and he's got a hernia. So
Yeah, I
he's
saw that. Two of
yeah,
them, two hernias.
got the double hernia. So, I mean, good thing it's only a hernia, but he's gonna get. I don't even honestly. I gotta check in with him to see if he got the surgery already. He might have. I don't know. I don't think he did, but
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see anything posted.
yeah. So he's gonna get that done. But I know there was a couple people who said they couldn't go. So
Yeah, look at that. Jermaine went in tournaments and he doesn't even have a fish finder.
that's it.
That's crazy. Yeah, you
I
don't
mean,
need the electronics all the time.
oh no, it's actually I put it in the car today because I thought I was gonna be able to use it, but I didn't do it. So
Yeah, Julie, I can hear the fireworks. So could I. That's funny on your end. It's not bad though. You just barely hear it.
sorry about that.
Let's see. What else we got? What else we got for summer tips? I was so flustered with everything. I didn't even put a docket together. Actually, I was helping work, and yet somebody said,
Like I
Burnt, I
said, this
got
flapping frog has been amazing. Oh, you know what? I got a little something different for everybody. Where is it? Ooh, I got it right here. So I was using this down in Alabama, and then I actually caught some fish on it back home. It's my favorite color, Debo. You know this, that freak color. But look at the legs.
oh yeah.
It's got the little like.
Oh yeah.
This thing is legit. Don't sleep on this thing.
So is that the one you just cast it and reel it slow, right? And it's got the kind of ticky
Yep.
ploppy behind it.
And you can still pop it like a regular frog, you know, and it's just they'll give off. But then if you get to like open water, you can just and then stop it. And then the legs they dangle down in the water and they're giving a little flash. It's pretty cool, but I guess that could be a little summer trick right there. Fish with a little bit different style of frog, but I like frogs with flapping legs now. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
the fish get it better. Like a popping frog or like I don't know, just from my anecdotal experience, they'll miss it or when you're using a bait that's like a buzz bait or like a moving frog, they engulf it. So,
Yeah, that's interesting because I go back and forth on like my go-to for frogs, but I will say that the flapping frog, like today, for example, if it's really thick stuff, I think I like a popping or a regular frog better because I can feel like I can make more of a disturbance and stuff. But today it was so spotty that in multiple fish that I caught too, well, trying to think. Yeah, I think both. Because I only caught 3 frogfish, but 2 of them were on the edge right as I started reeling. I was using the Spro flapping frog like you're talking about. And with right as I started reeling it, and like you said, it's like something's trying to get away and they boom, like
yeah.
hammered it. So yeah, I like the Spro one too. Make sure you get the new ones. I know when Hellabass was on, he was talking about it. The old ones have like the round weight like toward the butt.
Yeah, don't get
And yeah, those suck. Don't get any of the old ones because those weights fall out after like 3 casts. The new ones, the weight is on the shank of the hook inside of it, and it makes all the difference. Yes, I did get completely fried today, Greg. It was so windy, I ended up putting my hat backwards. And it's funny, I used to wear my hat backwards all the time, and now I feel like an idiot when I wear my hat backwards because I don't ever do that. I look like a dork. So, but yes, there's the flapping frog right there.
yeah.
Don't mix it with any other soft plastics, though. It does not play well with others. It's like
I've learned
Elastec.
that the hard way.
Yep.
I learned that.
Yeah, borrow pit. It was a borrow pit. It was multiple people said that before, and sorry, that was what I was trying to think of. A borrow pit. Yes,
I threw
frogs.
it in and yeah, I was like looking at. I'm like, why does that Spro frog look so weird? And I took it out. I'm like, oh no. But yeah, don't mix them. There's your buddy. I haven't gotten fish on it yet, but I haven't thrown it. I haven't given it spaces, but there's a swamp lord.
Have you thrown your 6th Sense guy? Have you thrown the new whatever? Because I hated the Vega. I thought that frog was awful. But have you thrown the new? Yeah.
Yeah, it feels way better. Like it feels like it. This is how it should feel. Like honestly, no disrespect, but I'll never buy another Vega frog ever again. These feel like how a frog is supposed to feel, and I feel like it is what it is. I feel like they just messed up, but I don't know. Maybe it was for those 7-8 pounders that they're catching down there that can fully engulf the frog. But like I'm kind of similar to you, where I'm catching, 15-inch, 16-inch fish all the time, and it's okay. But they weren't getting it. I don't know. And it sucks. The action on that bait was so
agreed, dude. It walks and spits and
like
pops. Amazing,
I've
but
never had a frog get hit so much. Like literally, that was the bait. I was fishing it one day, and I was throwing the 6 cents Vega frog, and it was perfectly. And I'm like, dang, this thing just. And they were hitting it, miss, hitting it, miss. Set the hook, miss. Set the hook, miss. I switched to a Spro. I got like way less bites, but the bites that I did get, I landed the fish.
Hooked up on. Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, it's too bad because I agree. The action of it was awesome. But yeah, hookup is horrendously awful. Flukes in the grass. Yeah, hook life. Absolutely. Flukes. Once the grass and everything gets going now, perfect way to do that as a follow-up bait. Actually, I just did a video on the flukes. You can check that out. But yeah, absolutely.
I like the flush, the 6 cents fluke. It's really good.
Oh, I saw they had. I was going to ask you about this. Have you used the bigger ones yet?
I think I had them.
I think they're new, right?
I used them a little bit, but I haven't. I think they got something newer. That's like a 7 or something like that.
Yeah, I saw them, and they have like a green shad color that looks absolutely sick. And I had a couple of the flushes before, and I just never really threw them.
Yeah, I really enjoy them.
Right here, dude. This color looks so badass. Green gizzard. That looks just like the shiny stuff we have around here.
Some of their they have really. It's like there's another one. It's like watermelon red shad or something like that, and it's like, oh, I have a
that color's good too.
Yeah, the Wagasaki. They have a
couple. So was that one.
Yeah, dude. There's some of them where it's like, oh my goodness. Like if you go,
this is a color. This greenish watermelon, I never catch fish on. Like the real green watermelons, I hate.
I hear that.
It's like it has to be like the real light watermelon. Like usually it's a watermelon red.
Yeah, watermelon red.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, that like real greenish watermelon, and I'm sure it's probably just a confidence / where I'm at thing, but damn, dude, they do have some really good colors in those 7.5 inch. The reason I was thinking of these two is because I was fishing a glide bait out. Actually, it was the one I made and caught like 5 or 6 fish on it. So it was a justifying day. I was like, hey, this thing might be ugly as hell, but it works. That's got a really cool action to it. But I know when I was talking to Hank before, I said, you have any tips for like when they miss the glide bait or whatever? He said throw a little bit larger fluke as your follow-up, right? If you miss them, throw a bigger fluke in there. Dude, and I feel like a 7.5 fluke like this, I'm gonna have to get some of these because those 3 colors are sick.
They got some really good colors.
Okay.
M said, Jermaine, what are your thoughts on the juggle minnow? I think they're amazing. I like them on a drop shot. Chatterbait trailer. I have way too many because see, I don't even know if I should say this because Debo, you're actually cool and you got a bunch of people watching, but it's okay. Vogel, sorry, I'm gonna say it. I got a bunch of them off the 6 cents whatnot. They do like a bunch of I think it's like every Tuesday and Thursday they do exclusive colors. And you can
really?
You can. Oh man, here we go. It's all right.
Jermaine's spilling the beans.
Yeah, I'm spilling some.
I don't throw a bunch of. I used to throw 6 cents, and I feel like I saw so many like people and videos on, on YouTube. All the people who work with 6 cents and stuff.
I've been talking about it for a while, but like I said, I'm not cool enough. Look at him. He goes, no, the betrayal, no. So here you go.
Holy crap! So you get the actual runs out of it.
Yeah, you get the whole stringer, and then you get you can't get this color.
That's sick as hell.
So they'll send you the whole thing. It's like, but you got they're like $20. But
what color is that? Oh, it almost looks like a shiny.
They don't even have it. There's no color. They literally make the color up. They made these and like it's like a green shad with like I can't even like
It looks
honestly.
like a shiner. Like that looks
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. But I have some. Hold on, Diva. I got these for you. So it's actually here you go, dude. I'm not gonna fish this color. I literally got it because I was like, oh, I gotta get these.
Well, we'll do a trade. We'll do a trade. Whatever you need, I can trade because
Yeah, but I'll
did
send you.
I see some purple? Oh,
With the blue flake in there. I said, as soon as I saw them, I was like,
yes.
yeah, I gotta get these to send to Debo.
Hell yes. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a trade. I will definitely use those. Especially taking like a black spike it marker and doing like a little bit of black on the top.
Yeah.
Black and purple. Because they have a color. What is it? It's I love their black and purple color in plastics. I'm trying to think what. Oh, it was the prawn I had some of them in.
Yeah, Julie.
Oh,
Check out
dark water bug. This one. That's it right there, dude. That color is so badass.
Yeah. So this color is like just that one side. Just that front side.
Without the black top to it.
Yeah, without the black top to it.
That's sweet.
Silly things like that. It's like they started to make that, and then like some of the stringers too, you'll see like the colors will bleed into. It's like
so it might be ones that like didn't pass or like where the dual injection didn't work.
I actually like that.
Who cares? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. But I have way too many of them.
Yeah, we'll do a trade. We'll do a trade or
but you know what? That'll be a reason to go check out my channel. I pretty much show them all off on my channel. So go check out me.
Cool. I didn't know they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what it was. Sorry, not the these. I like these craws, the stroker craws.
Yeah, they're really good. They have a really good action on them, actually. It's like a nice, like spinny leg. I don't know how to
that.
Describe it. Then it's this instead of instead of the paddle, like or this together.
Like a grub, more of a curly tail grub.
Yeah. So they're nice on a swim jig, actually, which I feel like is very underrated on that.
The hell, Alexa's going off over there. Shut up, Alexa. I was going to ask you something else. Just thinking, what was it going back? I don't remember what it was. Somebody asked, oh, yes, Ray. So I actually had a day where I was able to figure out a bite on the edges of grass a little bit deeper, throwing a weighted wacky rig. So that'll be a video coming up too. That was another rewarding day where I was skunking. I'm like, I've got to try something different and put on a weighted wacky rig and was fishing like 10 foot deep, throwing it on the edge of grass.
I don't really have any confidence in a weighted wacky rig. I feel like I'd rather just throw like that. So that right there, that's where I'm like, I'd rather just go to a drop shot.
I could have, but I try to not throw drop shots ever.
Yeah, I feel you.
But they work.
But at the same breath, I'm not good at throwing a wacky rig. I'm really not. So like I can throw a Senko, like jeez. I can throw like a Texas rig, Senko, with no like a weightless. But like I don't know, just the whole like wacky rig with just the open hook, it just does something to my brain. It just doesn't make me confident.
Yeah, it's funny how like two guys can fish the exact same lake very differently with different lures and be like, that lure doesn't work. And where the other guy's catching them with that lure. And it's like, can fish totally different ways, totally different confidence, and stuff.
Yeah. I saw that in my tournament. It's funny because like I pulled up one of my guys, I think it was Andy or Andrew, I think his name is, but I literally pulled up on a grass patch. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing? He's like, oh yeah, I'm doing all right. I was like, which way are you going? Because I don't want to be in your way. He's like, oh, I'm going to the right. I was like, all right, I'm going to the left. Pulled out my chatterbait, start burning through the grass, and start catching them left and right next to him. After the third fish, he goes, dude, what are you doing? And I go, bro, I'm throwing a shad colored chatterbait, and I'm just bringing it through. I'm not talking smack or anything. I'm not saying I'm great. I literally watched him turn around, grab a shad colored chatterbait, and start working it through the grass. And he didn't catch anything.
Yeah. Whoop. Yeah, exactly. It can be completely different ways of fishing it, speed of fishing. That's what I was saying earlier that's a perfect scenario where You can literally tell them the exact thing you're doing
Yep.
while you're out there on the water and them not catch anything.
And he was like, I
Different
could have
speed, weight.
casted probably like he was like 2 cast lengths away. And he goes, "Yo, what are you doing?" I go, "Shoot, I'm throwing a killer chatterbait through the grass and just popping it out." And he goes, "Damn, let me try it." Literally, and just turns around, grabs, out of his crate. And I watched him for like the next 30 minutes, and he was just like, and then I watched him put it back and change it something else. And I was like, "Oh, dang, that's so," and like just little things, I remember from the tournament. But yeah.
Ralph, I'm excited too, brother. I think we're going to probably do the meetup the weekend you're out here. I think that would be pretty cool. Have you and everybody else. So I'll get with you. I'll end up giving you my phone number here. I'll text you. And then we'll just have to have a conversation we can talk about, because I saw this too, what to have rigged up. We can talk through that stuff, but we'll get it figured out. I'm excited to meet you, buddy. It will be fun to hang out.
It's gonna be fun.
Nico rigs. Yeah, that's honestly another one that I don't think of doing more.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that too. There's a comment coming up from Vogel. You'll see it there in a second, but that's why I'm currently digging. Because when we get there.
Yeah, Steven, that's another good ploppy foot type thing. Horny toad-esque. Yeah, those goat toads. Another good one you can rig and fish like a frog too. Very productive. Or a buzzbait trailer, a really good buzzbait trailer. 12-inch worm. I need to rig up. I actually just found it. I forget who it was. I'm sorry. I think it might have been
Line through. I like the line through. Shout out. I got my 6 cents, the little line throughs. The treble head line through heads, they're very interesting. I like them, but I haven't thrown them yet.
Yeah, they're really cool. I would like to more here, but just so much grass that everywhere I have has been just choked with grass.
Think about it, they might be able to get away with it because it's on the top. So if you ever, if you can put it on top. So I don't know. It sounds like maybe I should try it.
Let's see. There was something else I just saw here. Oh, the worms. I forget who sent them, but I've got some of those old like 90s power bait worms. Was it William? Did you send those? I forget who it was that sent that pack. Oh no, it was oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the name. Him and his buddy fish tournaments, and I should know because he sent me a bunch of stuff and I can't think of it right now. But he sent me a whole bunch of cool old lures. He was buying like old, I don't know if it was off eBay, like old bait lots, which was pretty cool. And he saved a bunch of purple stuff for me, especially the tequila sunrise power worms. So I need to get those out. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Mr. Randall William Sully. This question. Headed to Maine tomorrow, hence why I'm asking Jermaine. But Jermaine is in the Jerseys, not the Maines.
Oh, fishing for smallmouth. People ain't gonna like this. A Ned rig, like a small Ned rig,
yeah.
like a 2.3, 3 like a 3.8 and under. Like the Great Lakes finesse stuff would be probably killer. Honestly, go get the OW Sniper. If you can, I don't know if you can go get a couple of those. Beast Coast OW Sniper will do you
it's like a little finesse jig.
Yeah, it's like a nice little quarter-ounce finesse jig. That'll do very well. And if it's a smallmouth lake and it's clear, you're clear enough, get that jerk bait going. They love jerk baits.
I love the tube too. Yeah, throw a little stupid tube, especially if you're around stuff. The stupid tube will catch the snot out of them.
That spiral, anything that does that, like spiral. If you have baits, I know certain people do certain different things and cut baits to make them spiral on the way down. Anything that does that death spiral, they like that. What else is something kind of good? Like Agent E or the Megabass Deep Sleeper, like those Goby style baits. If they got Gobies up there, like those like little like what is that? Like the bottom swimmers, I guess you want to call them. I don't even know what the hell to call that category, right?
Like a pre-rigged, yeah, like
the bottom though.
Yep.
Yeah, those are pretty good. Good baits.
Patrick, what trailer for a spinnerbait? I threw one for a bit today, but no luck. I tend to pretty much just fish a straight tail trailer on my spinnerbaits now. Back in the day, it used to be a worm, like a ribbon tail worm, or a like a twin tail trailer. Like, was it who made them? I forget who made them, but it's essentially like a flat worm. Like, imagine a round worm cut in half is kind of what the body of it was, and then just had two little straight tails on it. I don't even know if they make them still. Gosh, who made those? I don't remember, but anyway, that's what we used to throw. Nowadays, yeah, pretty much just a straight tail thing. So like a spunk shad or
I got one here.
Fluke. Yep, something just like that where it's just a straight tail.
Actually, I have one of those laying there too. Just a nice little juggle. Not like you said, just a nice little fork tail. Nothing too crazy going on there. I do have thrown a paddle tail on there. Greg Blanchard, I watch him a lot. He's always throwing his spinnerbait with a paddle tail on there. So I'll try a paddle tail every now and then.
Yeah, paddle tail is good as long as you don't get too big a one. But yes, paddle tail is another good one. Like the because if you get too big of a paddle tail, or really any too big of a trailer, you're always gonna be fighting your spinnerbait to run straight.
So you know what I've noticed? You want to get a quicker.
Yeah, something that's not as big of a tail where it's a big wide.
Boom, 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 boom. You want the like instead. Yeah, I noticed that.
Let's see here. 6 Cents have some pro colors or tight. Yeah, they've got some really cool ones.
They've always done a great job with the colors. #fanboy.
Way flush. So people, this is back when we were talking about flukes. Oh my gosh, I'm a bit behind. This is 8:15. No. Oh no, the betrayal, Jermaine. The juice. He's giving up the juice. That's when you're talking about those colors. That's cool. I didn't know they did that. The perp. Yeah. The perp.
Yeah, they do a good job over there,
man. Let's see. What do we got? Got my PB with the stroker craw. Nice.
That's nice. It's dope.
Oh my God, Ruben. I caught a sunburned dead stick on a Cinco. Yeah, I'm pretty good at hooking logs, and
I caught a nice tree fish the other day. I swore it was fighting.
I set the hook today on a tire that I was pretty sure was a 27-pound world record bass, and it didn't move. And then I figured out it was a tire, and I was quite upset. I did, yes. I did get some sun, a little sunburnt, a little sunburnt. Let's see, Mike, member for 42 months. I'll drink to that. And guess what I'm drinking? What Paul said was horrible. I love this stuff.
I had a diet zero sugar Dr. Pepper for dinner today.
Dude, that stuff is so good.
So good.
Mike, best 6 Cent soft plastic right now is the Bodega. Oh yeah, those look cool. I did see those.
Yeah.
Get smashed on the fall. It's huge. Cool.
What is it? 6.5 inches. And it's like.
Yeah, that thing is interesting. I feel like that could be a really good shallow water, like bluegill imitation too.
These legs get they just flow. So it sits like this and the legs will stick up. And they just
kind of wave.
Yeah. So I guess this can kind of go along to that big worm thing. Excuse me, I'm drinking a seltzer. This can kind of go to that big worm thing you guys were saying. Kind of like just a slightly different variant of it, a little bit more body.
Big, easy meal.
Yeah. 6.5. This is actually from Vogel. He actually just sent me a care package.
Hey. We appreciate Mr. Mike.
We do. He sent me a nice care package.
It'll kill. Any wakebait action so far? Yeah, I caught some on you'll see the action of it, but I was pretty impressed that I could slow chop it was one that I hand carved made. It's kind of ugly, but here, I'll show you guys a picture of it. But I could slow chop it. And then also when you would burn it, it's just like a wakebait. It doesn't go down, but it's got the good, the tail kick to it. But here was I don't know how well this will show, but there was a good 2-pounder I had on it, almost
Yep.
2-pounder. So yeah, worked out. But no, as far as like the little wake baits and stuff, I still just I don't even have any in my kayak, but I'm still time and place for those. I'm still kind of stumped. What hook do you use on a 12-inch worm? I think I've got some 6/0, maybe some 7/0. I try to go with a decent size, but you know, if you only have like a 4 or 5/0, throw what you have.
Mm-hmm.
But try to go with bigger.
You gotta just let them get it. Let them get it. You gotta give them a second. So most of the time, I like to see if they're swimming off with it.
Yes, especially with the plastic, they're not just going to grab that and then spit it. Like now, if they're going to eat it, they're going to eat it.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like they just do because especially with the bigger plastic, they'll grab like the tail, and then they'll inhale the rest. So if you feel on the first one and you go, oh my goodness, a lot of times you'll just rip your tail off. But that's why I like to kind of wait and see if they got it. But
the old robo worm, I caught some the other day on the robo worm, the tackle warehouse one that they don't have. I can't believe that they got rid of that. Finally, a worm, drop shot worm that I had confidence in. That's been the one that I've used most of the times, and I'm gonna double check again here. Maybe it's in. Do you have to go to the? It was a green pumpkin, black and blue tackle warehouse exclusive in the robo worm. And I didn't see it the last time I looked. Maybe I didn't look here correctly. But yeah, no, they no longer make it. Gosh, that sucks. And it's the fat, whatever the fat one is. I really like those. Yeah, that ain't even have. So they must do limited runs. It's quite disappointing because I really like that color for around here. But
yeah, Lindsay Rupp, she said she's waiting on the smaller bodegas as well. Yeah, they're coming out with smaller ones too. So they're going to I think they're coming out with 3.5s, 4.5s on the bodegas, which is a lot of people seem to be excited about that. Those are going to be cool. Honestly, I'm excited to put those like on the back of a jig. Yeah. Because, I mean, they showed a couple of the guys are putting this bodega, the big one, the 6.5 on the back of a jig. And they're like, don't be afraid of it. I'm like, yeah, I kind of am afraid of it.
That's a gigantic profile.
But, you know, look, if you're looking for a big bite, but they said smaller. He showed like smaller bass are biting it too. Like he literally caught like a 2-pounder on it. You know, but I don't know.
No, they don't make that color anymore. Highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. David, 177 people watching. Hit the thumbs up. Yes. All cheers to that. Hit the thumbs up. It's free. Help support the channel. Appreciate y'all. Let's see. Drop Shot Berkeley Flatworm and Gobi and Gobayashi.
Yes. 110%.
Gobius.
The Gobius, yes. The Gobius. That bait's a good bait. That's what oh my goodness. Drew Gregory. He won a Bassmaster Classic on that. This year.
Ray, I'm not sure of that question, Ray. Have you seen the new frog that signed? I'm not sure what that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that either.
I like frogs though. Let's see. Good evening, people jumping in late. Doesn't matter. Better late than never. I appreciate anybody hopping in to watch us, hang out.
Of course.
Corey, awesome dude. What's up, everybody? Just got in from a good day of fishing. Cool.
Chris Russ said, we need the magic worm and super bug. That is true. I'm surprised to do that. I'm really surprised. I never really hit me that they don't do that. That's crazy.
I hooked 4 branches yesterday. Heart-stopping action for sure. Yeah, man. Some of those trees that I've hooked up with, man, I feel like it's a daggum lake record.
Roll over. Because
the what?
When you hook the branch and you pull it and it rolls over and you're like, and it
starts to move. Oh, nope. It's a catfish. It's a huge catfish. I feel it rolling.
Yep.
Oh no, it's a stick. Throwing Swimbait through, but I'm throwing a Swimbait tomorrow as well. Not letting the summer keep me away. Man, I would be out probably tomorrow too. My old lady works tomorrow, so it's me and my girls hanging out here. Who knows what we'll do? Sleeping in. I know for sure I'm going to do that. Sleep in because it's been 2 early mornings of getting up at 4 a.m. to go fishing. I'm old. Makes me tired.
Yeah, it hurts, but it's worth it.
It is. It is a fun time. 5-aught on the big monsters. Yeah, I think 6-aught I think is usually what I carry. Oh yeah, there's Chris's, the magic worm and superbug. Agreed. Love me some superbug.
Superbug's great.
That's a color I never throw. People talk about that in like cleaner water on drop shots and stuff, morning dawn, but I'm not a morning dawn.
So you know what it is? I feel like it glows in the water. It's not us.
And it's just a different look.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily look good to us. It like glows in the water though, and they love it.
Plus, that's always something too to think about is like, what is it? Trianopia or Triantopia. That's the filter you can try out that matches what bass's eye colors see because they don't have the same color or whatever the hell it is, reflectors or whatever.
They see colors differently than us.
Yeah, see colors slightly different than we do. Like I think, for example, which is kind of a funny one, is like white and chartreuse. Yeah. White is like chartreuse is like just a different shade of a white, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, but pink as well.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I don't know. I go off of what I like a lot of times, and if I have confidence in it and I like it, like purple, it works. But I have confidence in it. So
apparently, fish can see green like we see regular colors. Like the depth that we see, like how you can see like the sticker board behind me. Oh, I can't even. That sticker board behind you can see the multiple colors. That's how they can see like greens. So that's why they're like, oh, green always works because it's like they see the difference in the green and go, okay, that's the green I'm looking for in bait, which is crazy. But
Chris almost had a snapping turtle tip his kayak and try to eat him today.
Jeez.
Oh, snapping turtle.
I had a turtle try to bite my frog today too. Small one too.
Yeah, the funniest is I don't know why frogs must insist on trying to what's the word? Forcefully force themselves on my frog when I'm fishing it. Bullfrogs always be trying to take out my frog when I'm fishing them.
I don't get that either. It's like you're trying to take out yourself.
Yeah. Leave me alone. Leave my frog alone. Oh yeah, cones and rods, eye stuff. Yeah, I don't remember all that talk back in the day about learning eye anatomy. Let's see what else. What else we got for tips and tricks of summer fishing? We've kind of been all over tonight. I'm honest. I was flustered. I'll be honest when I got on because stuff wasn't working. So we might have deviated, but it's still fun live.
It held up though.
Oh gosh, I was just thinking too. We're at an hour. I need to get a giveaway package going here. Look at this, folks. Hold on, I didn't even do this yet. Last week's live. Stuck in cords. Oh, James and I didn't even write who was second. Austin got both of them out already. Got them out in the same week. Crazy times. Crazy times.
I'm terrible. I mean, it's terrible, but it's good because I owe Lindsay Rupp, her and Maddie. I owe them a package. I literally had a live like 2 weeks ago and was like, I'm sending it out this week. I'm sending it out this week, and it's sitting right here. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
if you put more stuff in it, so she's got like pretty much every color from those stringers I've got. She's gotten like 4 or 5.
Works to her advantage.
Yeah.
Is there any? So we got. Since I haven't talked to you for a minute, we have iCast coming up here. Do you think there's going to be any cool stuff coming out, or do you have any anticipation?
Predictions?
Yeah.
I don't know. You think? Well, I mean, they're probably going to debut the chatterbait sizes. Excuse me. There's another one coming out, the micro.
Oh yeah, like the micro mini or something.
Yeah, the micro max or whatever. I don't know, but it's like they literally say it's a hair, like in the description for it. They say I heard the Tackle Talk podcast, and he was like, it says that it's a hair smaller than the baby jack, or a pinch, it's like something. It's like, so I don't know. I think they might have some cool smaller baits. You know, somebody's definitely going to try to come out with some more forward facing minnow baits like you're kind of looking at now.
Yep, agreed. Oh, this is one. This color actually is awesome. I got some of the spunk shads in this. The all chromed out glitter
Yeah.
was like a limited deal.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Aaron, thanks, buddy.
Oh, they had those down at Classic, right?
Yeah. Yep. Those.
Yeah. Yep. I heard about that.
Looks like they've got some new colors in these. This color looks good, and that Invader purple. Do they have the Invader purple in this one? Ooh, that's kind of a cool look.
I'll probably do really well because I got some like the Copake Lake I fished that I'm probably gonna hopefully get that video out tomorrow. You can get like 7 to 10 foot visibility.
I did grab a couple of these. I had to grab some hooks. I needed some more screw lock hooks. I grabbed a couple of these. I noticed $12. They're not cheap, but it looks like the Brigade Blade or whatever it is from Battle Baits that you can never ever get. That everybody's like, these things are amazing. But I think it's the Rum Blade is another one that Kitech had one of these out, some time ago. But it's this kind of shutter type blade where the blade's flat. So instead of like the chatterbait blade, that's up on the nose of it, this is like a little miniature spinnerbait deal with the blade flat there. So it's going like this inside that, if that makes sense.
It kind of just makes them do like a little baby hunt. Like they kind of just keep doing that from my understanding.
So we'll see how these are. So my predictions, I don't know. I saw these and I thought this was really interesting because the Great Lakes stuff is already small, but this is like an even smaller. This is the micro.
What size is that?
It's like 1.7 inches.
Wow. See,
so tiny, super finesse, tiny stuff.
Hold on, let me show you the sizes. I got nothing against it, but it's already small.
But I was thinking, that's a copy of the Grass piece.
So this is, it's a 1/2 ounce Great Lakes or Beast Coast OW Sniper with this 2.3 snack craw on the back. And like, that's my thumb. That big hand, but still, like that's really small.
Just a little morsel.
I don't know what I would do with a 1.3. Like that's even smaller than that. Like that's
1.7, I think.
Or 1.7.
But still, it's tiny.
I don't know. And I get it, see, so this is my thing. Great Lakes Finesse apparently is made for those smallies because you go up to the Great Lakes and it's like the water is like 15, 20 feet deep and it's clear.
You can see all the way, yeah.
So it's like you literally have to be able to bomb a spinning rod and bomb these little baits over to fish so they don't see you or detect you. But power to them. I don't know if I could get down with it.
Well, I mean, I can see it working because I guess now that I'm thinking, I was throwing the. It's ultra finesse, right? It's just super tied down. I can see it working for creeks and stuff. I've got a guy that I work with who does like creek wading and stuff, and catches a bunch of smallies that way. So that was what I was thinking. I was talking to him, something like that. Lucas, awesome dude. Yeah, the Sexy Dog is a great bait. It is easy to walk. Congrats on the chunk. That is an excellent fish. I'll take 3 pound 11 ounce fish all day long.
Yeah, Mike goes, hang on now. We can't do Jermaine thumb measurements. I know I got big hands.
Yeah. Yeah, not all finger measurements on this channel are not the same. Not the same because you're what, 6'7"?
6'5".
6'5". Knew you were tall.
Yeah,
Let's see. There was another question about. Oh, I did see this one. Dig says looks like a better engineered clickbait.
I didn't care.
Yeah,
It does. It does. The clickbait was exactly.
that bait was awful.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. 505. Completely agree, my man. I don't know. What did I read?
Sorry. Well,
Did I read something or something? Maybe I was talking to somebody, but I was wondering if they were going to finally come out with something closer to that $100, like basically a revamped Fuego
yeah,
for the a bait caster, because they've
that'd be
like
nice.
they lack at that, which I mean it's not really their thing, it's not their market as much, but that closer to budget stuff, like the SLX. Shimano has the SLX, the best $99 reel now since the LFS went up. Oh, that was another one. Lose came out with, is it on their website? They came out with a new reel that has like the upgraded brakes, but it's like an LFS, which kind of confuses me because wouldn't that just be the same as the Lose Custom, the $170 one?
It breaks higher price. Interesting. Loose has a great feature that no one talks about. I feel as though that stupid hook keeper. I think I've shouted it out.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I said that thing was dumb as hell when I used the first one, but agreed it's handy to have.
So good, so stupid. But I saw
Do
another
they have it
question.
here?
Somebody asked me what
Oh, they do right here.
I'm running a Wilderness Attack 120
Oops.
Bass AF 817.
That's Francisco.
Oh, Francisco. Yeah, I'm running a Wilderness Attack 120. Still paddling.
Here. Okay, so this is the new one. Okay, so I'm going to tell you guys why this seems to not make sense to me. So let's see what the difference is between. So they came out with the new reels. Okay, so this used to be $170. This is now a $200 reel because all their prices went up like 20, $30 on everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, I saw that.
Here it is. So this has the Paramag RX braking.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the other one have? So this is the new one. Speed Spool RX. Paramag RX braking. So it's the exact same brake system. See, this is why I'm so confused. It's basically that reel, right? P2 super pinion, aluminum frame.
There's got to be something a little. I mean, I would hope there's something a little bit different. What's the price difference there? $50?
$20, $179. That's what the other one used to be.
Oh, it can't just be appearance. They can't just make it look a little bit cooler and say we're going to charge you.
Yeah,
$20.
I don't know. But that was when I first read it. I'm like, that's basically this reel, right?
That's interesting.
Paramag RX, one-piece frame, P2 pinion, 10 bearings. It's got what? 2 more bearings, 20-pound drag, and 2 more bearings. Is that the real difference? I don't know. This seems strange to me.
That one's got a better drag and 2 more bearings. The newer one?
No, this one, 20 pounds of drag. Huh. I don't know. 8 bearing system. That was my initial thought, was that's already a bait caster that's out there, right? So I don't know. I will tell you though, so this was when they introduced those last year, was that atrociously gold reel here. So these were the two with last year, and I do have to say that this one, and this is like a little bit upgraded brakes over the other one, the Paramag ITB, which is more like a Daiwa brake system with the cone and stuff. But yeah, I will say this is an excellent casting reel, but it should be for $300. But yeah, it is a good reel.
I'm not afraid. I'm not against wild colors. That's a wild color.
I think that color is just ugly,
especially for that price point. I feel like when you go up a high price point, it's like you want to give people
something that appeals to more people, not a one-off weird color. Yeah.
Exactly, because now you got to find a weirdo. Because think about it, I don't mean this in a bad way, but like if you spend $400 on a reel, you're not normal. Most people don't do that.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like now you got to find people who are weird, and then you got to find them that are weird and weird. So you got to find like somebody who's going to spend $400 on a reel and you get the orange one.
You're a gear nerd like me who
Yeah, so
likes to buy gear.
I'm mad at
So let's see. There was another question here I saw when I was flipping over.
But I also feel like there's different weird colors they should go with. Like I feel like a weird green in fishing would be more accepted than a weird orange. But
HiCast needs to have a release time machine. Not enough time to fish the gear I already own. Dude, I know.
oh
It's
my god, yeah, dude, it's crazy.
it's a sickness. It's a sickness.
It's crazy. So you know what I think we all need to do, and I think that more of us need to do this. We all need to take staycations. We all just need to take a week off, stay home, and just go fishing. Don't do anything else. Just stay home, clean your house, and go fishing. Go fishing every morning from like 5 to like 1. Come home, clean up, cook dinner, and just have like a regular week. Just reset. Just take a nice staycation. Don't even like it. Literally, don't even plan anything.
Agreed. Work and adult stuff is such a drag because it puts a damper on my fishing.
Yep. And then honestly, if you do that, like you'll catch up on adulting and your stuff around the house also because you'll be home for that week.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take a
And then you're not as stressed because you got projects and home stuff done.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got a lot of stuff done, and then you're gonna go home, and then you're gonna go back to work more motivated because you're gonna be like, okay, I got a lot of stuff done, and then as much as we love fishing, by Thursday you'll get a little bored of it.
Oh, Brian, ouch. Lose ITB breaks. I tried to be Daiwa.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I agree, Chris. The straight black or gunmetal silver reels.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like, you know what I really, really love that, like, I think a lot of people do that off green, the dark green Corrado green.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, like, you know, like those are.
Yep.
But even then, like that, you can kind of get away with black, you know, so you can put it on anything. So it's like, you know, when you're spending a little bit more money on a reel, you don't feel like, oh my goodness, now it doesn't match anything I own.
Oh man, now I really do feel like the poser out here talking about different color reels. Yes, I did buy a Bates purple hundo. Again, the guy buying stupid gear. I know it's a sickness.
It's all
right. Oh, here the Karashi, the Mega Bass Karashi. Have you thrown those at all? People keep saying I need to get them. I don't even have any. And I think the last time I looked, they were all sold out, right? Didn't I look here? Oh, actually, speaking of sales, we're at an hour 20 in. We still have 190 people watching. Omnia has some sales too if you're looking for stuff. I think they had 15% off or 20% off if you use the code. Tack Warehouse, Omnia, quite a few places right now for 4th of July, but that would be another place to look. But I thought I checked here.
I got a question for people that throw Karashis. I have 2. I caught 1 fish on it. So I caught 1 fish on the Karashi, but it was at a lake where I almost never catch fish. So that made me feel a little bit better about it. Do you tie it directly to the nose? Or do you put a little split ring on there? Because I heard some guys say that you put split rings on them to get them a little more gliding action. And then also, you know what? I think this one's a saltwater. I think I bought a saltwater one. I thought it was a fake because it came without, and now I'm looking at the back and it says Mega Bass Karashi SWSS. I think it's a saltwater.
Saltwater slow sink. Well, this is the only color they have right now.
Yeah, they usually all kind of colors. It's crazy. Crazy.
No, I've never used one, but people have been asking me to try one.
Okay, so there you
go. They're small. They're only 2.3 inches. I didn't realize that. I thought they were like
they're very
4-inch baits.
There we go. Jermaine thumb again.
Interesting.
So, but it's like that's why it gets bit though, is because once again it's so small. So it's like honestly, I think this bait. If you unlock this,
Oh, I didn't see you holding it. I'm sorry. I was
yeah,
looking at the
this would
screen.
be
Oh,
something up
okay.
your alley because it's like a walking bait, dude.
Yeah, like a subsurface walking, but I had to look
Yeah,
it up last time because people were talking about it. I'm like, I don't even know what this thing is. Oh,
yeah,
I would think a loop knot then. Yeah, I would try tying a loop knot to
yeah.
the nose of that. I bet you can really get
Honestly,
it to.
so I mean, for the YouTube side of things, honestly, you should really do a video on this because if you after this, just type in Mega Bass Karashi. Every video on the Mega Bass Karashi has like 10,000 views because people want because no one has information on it for real. So if
Hmm.
you go put out a couple videos on it, I bet you'll do pretty good because you're cooler than me. So
Well, no, it doesn't mean people are going to
that's
watch
my
it.
me paying attention to the trying to anyway pay attention to different topics that seem to do well on YouTube. And the Mega Bass Karashi is one of them. Mega Bass anything does pretty well, but you go look up the Mega Bass Karashi, and it's like some regular Jimbo who's got like 80 subscribers, but his Mega Bass Karashi videos got 50,000 subscribers, 50,000 views. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, it actually does look. I didn't realize that was the size of it. I for some reason thought that was a like a 4-inch bait.
Yeah, no, it's real small, but like
Hmm.
you can. I haven't gotten it perfect yet, but like you can get it. There's been certain times where I get like 4 or 5 hits in a row, and I'm like, "Ooh, there it is," and it'll think, 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 and it's just like maybe 6 to 8 inches under the water. So I can
Hmm.
understand how it could be super, super deadly. I just need to put in more time with it.
Corey says use a split ring. Number one
Yeah,
split ring.
there's a couple mixed reviews about it. Yeah, and then Mike M said I tied direct, but I heard people use a loop knot.
Jim says the
Tyros, great.
tactical bassin guys say to use a number one split ring owner hyperwire.
Okay. Randall Sully says he likes the direct tie. But yeah, they are 17.99. Honestly, pretty cheap for what it will be in a couple months. Yeah, they are. Um,
Is all their
you
stuff
know,
going up, Megabass too,
yeah,
raising
that's
prices?
the size that it is. That's the only. That's why I literally only have two of them. Do I have three? No, I think I only have two. Yeah, I only have like two of them because I'm just like,
Malone. Yeah, I could see this working just like some of those little small bait fish. They'll flip it and pop it out of
yeah.
the water on fast action like a fling shad. Absolutely, I could see
I feel
that.
like there's no real wrong way to work it.
Hmm.
Like I said, you can get that nice like walking rhythm, but if you really just think, it just kind of like it's just all over.
Yeah, Brian, that's probably what it would be, buddy. Iowa man catches 10,000 bluegill using one weird mega bass lure. That'd be
Yeah,
the name of the video. Dude, today I was deep cranking. I had which one did I catch it on? Oh, I think I caught it on the 300. I was throwing the Bandit 300 and had a bluegill that was about this big. Eat the back hook. Deep
yeah,
cranking.
that's crazy.
No clue how. Yeah, if there's a dink out there to be caught, I'll find it.
What a bluegill the size of my hand my last tournament. Huge.
Hell yeah. Did you eat it?
No, we were
Oh.
back. I was in a tournament, so I just kind of like
Oh.
get off my hook. I got business to do.
I got bass feast to catch.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. There was another good one here. Oh, they have two sizes. Maybe that's what happened then. Yeah, because there's one like
Maybe I need to look that up. Really? Didn't Tactical Bassin just come out with? I'm gonna look it up.
I
Okay.
swear I looked this up and it was like a 3.5 inch or 4-inch bait. Hmm.
Maybe they
I
have
don't see
multiple.
it on here. It must not be on Tackle Warehouse if they have it. Have you used this spinnerbait? A bunch of people have been saying this has been cleaning up too, these SV3s.
The Mega Bass one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I heard good things about it. I haven't used them yet. It's just, it's expensive, dude. It's hard for me to
Mega
go for $17, $18 for a spinnerbait. And, it's like,
Yeah,
I can't do it for my whole lineup. I just got into the
right.
Mega Bass jerk baits, and it's like I'll grab some of those off Whatnot for
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was
50
sharing.
bucks, or I'll get one for $15. get one for $16 instead of paying the full $25 for it. But you know, it's how much is that? Yeah. Oh, it's only $12.99. Okay, that's not. I mean, that's not bad. That's the same price as I think it's 6 cents. That's not bad. I'll try them. They look good.
I've got a couple. Yeah, I just haven't thrown them.
They look really good. I like the way that.
Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. So they're saying Kez and Jim say, yeah, it looks like a lot of their lures are going up $2,
Yeah.
$2 each.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll see what happens. I've given my 2 cents. I had a live on that and gave my 2 cents.
Yeah, Chris, I did just tell him about the poor little 3-inch bluegill that somehow ate the treble hook on my deep diving crankbait. I don't know how, but yeah, poor little feller. Euro tackle nage. I do have a couple of those. Actually, Steven has one of mine. I threw it. I didn't catch anything on it. Steven was a green sunfish aficionado the other day, catching a whole bunch of green sunfish on his Ned rig. Sunfish Steven.
The Nage.
Um,
Really better. I love that question.
what is it?
William TJ71 just said, "Is Mega Bass really better?" I mean, okay. So I've seen instances where a Mega Bass Vision 110 outfishes other crankbaits. So I've seen that. So I've seen high price like components work too, because like there was one point where I was fishing a 6 cents provoke, and I literally tied on just about the same color, and I wasn't getting bites. And then Rich was using a Mega Bass Vision 110 +1, and he was getting more bites than me. And once again, this is like 2 casts away, and like he's literally like, "Yo, I'm scoping, cast at me." I can see fish underneath me, cast at me. And I wasn't catching them. And then he would use a Mega Bass Vision 110 and
was catching them, huh?
Like,
but again, could it have been those little nuances that he was doing, how fast he was working it, exactly what depth
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because then it was weird, because then it was like, then I switched to another expensive jerkbait. I went to the Shimano World Minnow. I started catching on that, but that's another $20 jerkbait. So,
all right, we're at an hour and a half. Let's see, what do we got for closing questions? Anybody got questions, comments? What do we got? Let's do rapid fire. Any other ICAST predictions? BFS, it'll be interesting to see if the BFS craze continues to keep growing. I feel like that's something that, when it first came out, I totally wasn't on board with it. I was like, "Oh, this is stupid." Now that I've gotten into it, I think it's fun. I wonder if that whole deal will continue to grow and be popular here.
There's a good question. Brian J. He just posted, Depot, Maine. What search lure is your favorite for summer?
Mine's kind of been a toss-up.
Right here.
I like that. I like that choice.
Oh, flapping frog.
Underspin. Lately, the underspin hasn't been working as well, but I was throwing an underspin was working. Chatterbait's still good. I just haven't tied them on. I need to get back to it. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I kind of cycle through and go in waves lately, where I'm just trying to different stuff more. Jermaine, one bait you cannot live without.
Oof. I'm not giving up my chatterbait right now.
Rex, the
right now.
Chapo is a search bait. That's something I have. I need to tie one on. I've not thrown a whopper plopper or a Chapo in a minute.
I haven't caught
everything's so grassy. I can't. I have to go to like the flapping frog.
Yeah. Which is weird, because like I throw the flapping frog and I get bit all day. I throw the Chapo and like I just don't get bit that well on it. I don't know why. It's weird. Very weird. Do you ever throw a deeper?
Okay, here's one for us. Low-key underrated summer lure.
Fluke.
Low-key underrated summer lure.
Well, I'll go with the fluke. I feel like it's not sexy and people don't throw flukes.
Yeah, yeah.
But it still wins tournaments. Like even in my tournament, somebody's like, "Yeah, I was throwing the fluke up in grass."
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Something low-key, not cool anymore. I don't know off the top of my head. That's a good question. You know, honestly, probably a big worm.
Oh,
Like
you know what? Swimming worm.
ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Like the cutter
Cut-tail
worm.
worm.
Yeah, that cutter worm. That 6th Sense Judge. I haven't caught anything on that yet, but it's like another one of those like just worms where you just cast it out, peg stop in the front of it, and just swim that joint through. And you can get it through anything right now. This is like the perfect time for it with all that grass coming up.
Yeah, those were the old ones, the ribbit top toads.
That's what made me think of that. And I was thinking the buzz frog, but then I was like, people are still throwing that, and that's what made me think of the swimming worm. Nobody's throwing the swimming worm.
So are you talking about trailer ray? What is like the best toad type of thing for a buzzbait? I personally like the horny toad style, the ones that are a little bit more compact, or like a Z-Man goats, or something that doesn't have I don't like something as big as like the ribbit toad. You can even go with like a lot of the craws, honestly, is a good buzzbait trailer, but something a little bit more streamlined. Because otherwise it just jacks up the buzzbait, and then it's always wanting to run on its side. In my opinion, anyway. Ooh, yes, another one that's not sexy. I tell you what, Pop R, man, continues to work. I've got just last weekend was catching a bunch of fish on it.
Yeah.
Cutter worm underrated, speed worm underrated, king of swimming worms, stupid tube. Yep, that's another one that's not sexy. Ooh, dude, hula grub is definitely one I need to rig up. I got some of those.
So all year, you could get away with throwing a hula worm. That's an all year bait, if you ask me.
Big worm, helicopter lure, Lucas. That's ban worthy comment right there. Get out of here with that. Helicopter lure. All right. Well, listen, we're at time. I am toasted, literally and figuratively. It is time for bed. But listen, Jermaine, thanks for hopping on, buddy. Congrats on your tournament W.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. If y'all don't know Jermaine, give him a follow. Good cat. Appreciate you hopping on. And hey, we'll talk trade. We'll have to do an unboxing trade of those purple craws.
Oh yeah, 110%.
Let me know. Let me know what you want. I can do some customs or baits. I don't know. Let me know what you want.
We'll figure something out.
All right. But otherwise, we are out of here. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. And until next live.
You soon.